Okay. It's set whenever you're ready.
Ready to go. We'll call the meeting to order. First is roll call. June?
Board Member Marshall.
Here.
Board Member Whiting.
Here.
Board Member Mallory. Here. Vice Chairman Anderson.
Here.
Board Member Nye.
Here.
Board Member Grossman.
Here.
Chairman Skoog.
Present.
Thank you.
Okay, move on to a consent agenda. There's only one item on the consent agenda. There'll be no separate discussion of that item unless this discussion is desired. Anyone care to make a motion to approve or disapprove the consent agenda?
Motion to approve the consent agenda by voice vote.
Second.
Okay, with a motion and the second, would you call the vote?
I have to catch up here a minute. All right, I'm sorry. Who did the motion? I'm sorry.
Anderson.
Okay. And the
Vice Chairman.
yeah, and the second.
Well,
Okay, thank you. I had to catch up with you. All right.
yes.
Yes. Board Member Grossman. Yes. Board Member Nye.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Anderson.
Yes.
Board Member Mallory. Yes. Board Member Whiting.
Yes.
Board Member Marshall.
Yes.
Chairman Skoog.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, move on then to number 4, new business. Open our public hearing for the final budget for East Ridge Community District. I declare the meeting open. Bill, you want to introduce the subject?
Sure, I'll just got a few brief comments. Chairman, Vice Chairman, board members. This item and actually all of these items tonight were previously discussed at the June 4th board meeting. What I'd like to do is just kind of go over each one of them briefly. At the June 4th meeting, I had indicated that we actually sold one of the parcels at East Ridge, and I was going to go ahead and revise the budget. But after reviewing the final numbers, the budget for next fiscal year, or 15-16, really didn't change by that much, so I left the amount same. And the other part was that it was already advertised in a newspaper, so I went ahead and we just left the numbers as it is. So the appropriation budget for East Ridge is $182,991. In future years, this number will become less because of the one parcel that was paid off. But that's the, so I did not make any changes, just to update the board. So with that, I'll answer any questions that the board
Questions?
has.
Anyone from the public here to comment?
One of the chairs I could come up and talk.
Okay, there's no questions or comments. Declare the public hearing closed, and we move on to number 4B, consideration of authorizing the chairman to sign resolution number 33, adopting the final budget for East Ridge CFD fiscal year 2015 and 16. Anyone got any more questions or motions or promotions? Emotions, commotions? Mike or Mary? Go ahead.
Okay. Motion authorizing the chairman to sign resolution number 33, adopting the final budget for East Ridge CFD fiscal year 2015 to 2016.
Okay.
I'll second the
Second.
motion.
There's a motion and a second. We do the vote. June?
Board Member Grossman.
Yes.
Board Member Nye.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Anderson.
Yes.
Board Member Mallory.
Yes.
Board Member Whiting.
Yes.
Board Member Marshall.
Yes.
Chairman Skoog.
Yes.
Thank you.
That passes. Move on to C, public hearing for the final budget for Parkway Community Facilities District. Declare the hearing open. Bill?
Yes, Chairman. As you can see, this slide shows the secondary assessed value within the district since it was formed. You can see in 2008, that was the highest assessed value, was at approximately $3.5 million. So with the downturn in the economy, it has continued to go down. Even this recent year, we saw a 4% decrease in the assessed value, and since 2008, it's 56% down since that time period. So again, as calculating for the tax rates, the secondary assessed value and the debt service are the two items that we look at in order to calculate the rates. We're hoping that in the near future that we'll start seeing the values start going up, but again, you can see over the last 6-7 years it's continued to decline. Here is the property taxes that have been collected. As you can see, in 2011 we collected $255,000. In 2015, which is this fiscal year, we're doing $259,000. Now what's interesting is that in 2011, the tax rate for the district was $11.80. For this fiscal year 15-16, we're proposing a tax rate of $17.18. But yet you can see the amount of taxes that we're collecting during that time period is basically a difference of approximately $4,000. So the Parkway CFD budget, as it was discussed in June, is $284,541, which is the same as what was approved at the tentative budget. Also, with your approval, we'll be submitting a rate to the county of $17.18 per $100 of assessed value. With that, Chairman, I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Questions, anyone? There being no public, anything else, Bill? So, being no public, there's not going to be any public comment. We move on, declare the hearing closed, and we move on to number D, consideration of authorizing the mayor or the chairman, rather, to sign resolution number 21, adopting the final budget for Parkway Community Facilities District.
Chairman, I'll make a motion to authorize.
Thank you.
Motion to authorize the chairman to sign resolution number 21, adopting the final budget for Parkway Community Facilities District by voice vote.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
We have the motion and a second. Will you call the vote, June?
Board Member Mallory?
Yes.
Board Member Whiting?
Yes.
Board Member Marshall?
Yes.
Board Member Grossman?
Yes.
Board Member Nye?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Anderson?
Yes.
And Chairman Skoog?
Yes.
Thank you.
That passes. We move on to number E, final budget for Pronghorn Ranch Community Facilities District. We declare the hearing open. Bill?
Again, here's the assessed value for Pronghorn. As you can see, back in 2008 was actually the peak. Well, the district was just below $20 million in assessed value. Right now, we're looking at $13.8 million. Again, it's probably 30% below where it was in 2008, but at least you can see the trend that it is increasing, and this is due primarily to not only increased assessed values of the homes currently there, but it's also because of the new home builds that are going on in that district. Here's the property taxes that are actually going to be collected. In 2008, we collected $645,000, and now in this upcoming fiscal year, we're going to be looking at about $430,000. You can see the decline, and there's part of that is due to the fact that we are collecting that successor and interest charge out in Pronghorn, and so any money from new homes being built, that money is being used to bring down the amount of property taxes that need to be collected. And the other part is you can see in 2012, actually 2011 and 12, that's when we refinanced the bonds. And a refinance the bonds really saved the district a lot of money by doing that. So with that, we will be recommending to approve the appropriation budget of $612,279. And I'll answer any questions that the board might have.
Questions, anyone?
Oh, I have one more slide. I forgot this. this is kind of, I looked through some of the parcels within the district, and this is an example between what someone would have paid last year versus what they're going to be paying in the upcoming year. And you can see that the cash value in this property just went up slightly, but last year they paid around $755, and next year they'll be paying just under $600. And also with your approval tonight, we will be submitting the tax. The tax rate for this district will be $3.12 compared to $4 last year. So it actually did go down, which is very positive.
Good.
With that, I'll answer questions though.
Any questions, anyone? There being no questions or comments, Mary?
Oh, I just wanted to say that it's so wonderful to see the rate lower for them, and also that we are having growth, but that we're doing it at a steady, just normal pace, instead of like this escalation and then this below. So, thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Mary. Anyone else? If not, we'll declare the hearing closed, and I'll move on to F, consideration of authorizing the chairman to sign resolution number 36, adopting the final budget for Pronghorn Ranch CFD fiscal year 2015-16. Anyone care to make a motion?
I'll be glad to, Mayor.
Okay.
Motion to authorize the chairman, or in his absence, the vice chairman, to approve resolution number 36, adopting the final budget for Pronghorn Ranch Community Facilities District for the fiscal year 2015-16 by voice vote.
I'll second that, Mayor.
We have a motion and a second. Will you call the vote, June?
Board Member Grossman?
Yes.
Board Member Nye?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Anderson?
Yes.
Board Member Mallory?
Yes.
Board Member Whiting?
Yes.
Board Member Marshall?
Yes.
Chairman Skoog?
Yes.
Thank you.
And that passes. We move on to G, public hearing, final budget for Quillwood Meadows Community Facilities District. I declare the hearing open. Bill?
Thank you, Chairman. Similar to Pronghorn, you can see that how Quillwood now is also starting to, the assessed value is starting to increase. Back in the 2008, 2009, they were around $16 million. At this point, we're just under $10 million, but it is steady growth again due to not only increased assessed values, but new homes being built within the district. Here's our property tax collections, again, similar to Pronghorn. We collected $530,000 in 2008. It has dropped down to $340,000 for the upcoming year. And again, part of that is due to not only the refinancing, but we do have a developer that is makes an annual contribution, and any money that we receive from the developer we are using to bring down the tax rate within the district. The budget for the upcoming fiscal year is $494,852, which is the same as the tentative budget. And again, like Pronghorn, we are looking at lowering the tax rate from $4.60 to $3.58. Majority of the residents that live in Quillwood, just like in Pronghorn, will actually see a decrease in their bills, tax bills. The only ones that will see an increase, obviously, will be the ones that have new homes. So any homes within probably the last 2 years will probably see an increase in their tax bill. But the majority of the residents that live in the district should see their bill go down by a certain dollar amount. In this example, you can see it went down by approximately $170. There might be a little bit less than that, there might be a little bit more than that, but most of the residents will see a decrease. So with that, Chairman, I'll answer any questions.
Questions, anyone? No public comment? No questions, no comment. I would declare the public hearing closed. And we'll move on then to H, consideration of authorizing the chairman to sign resolution number 27, adopting the final budget for Quillwood Meadows CFD fiscal year 2015. 16. Motion, anybody?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we're ready.
A motion to authorize the chairman or his absence the vice chairman to approve resolution number 27, adopting the final budget for Quailwood Meadows Community Facilities District for fiscal year 2015-16 by voice vote.
Okay, second, anyone?
I'll second it,
We have a
Mayor.
motion and a second. Would you call a vote, June?
Vice Chairman Anderson?
Yes.
Okay. And Board Member Marshall?
Yes.
Board Member Whiting?
Yes.
Board Member Mallory?
Yes.
Board Member Grossman?
Yes.
And Board Member Nye?
Yes.
And Mayor Skook?
Yes, and that
Thank you.
passes. Okay, move on to I. Final hearing for Raven Ridge Community Facilities District. I would declare the public hearing open. Bill?
Thank you, Chairman. Total budget for Raven Ridge is $25,990. Again, this is more than what we're going to need because we had numerous parcels that were paid off. We're just waiting for the final numbers to come back from WIFA, but this will be more than what we're going to need for next fiscal year, but we don't have the new numbers yet, so we're going to leave it at the $25,990. So with that, Chairman, I'll answer any questions.
Questions, anyone? This means the end of that one, right?
Actually, it's surprising, but we still have quite a few years left on this one. We
Okay.
have 9 years left to go. But we don't have very many parcels. That's what's interesting. But we do have 9 years left to go.
Okay. Questions, anyone? Public, no questions? If there's no questions or no public comment, I declare the public hearing closed. We move on to J. Consideration of authorizing the chairman to sign resolution number 33, adopting the final budget for Raven Ridge CFD fiscal year 2015 and 16. Motion, anyone?
Mayor, I'll make a motion.
Okay, we're ready.
Authorize the chairman or in his absence, the vice chairman to sign resolution number 33, adopting the final budget for Raven Ridge Community Facilities District for fiscal year 2015-16.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second the motion.
We had a motion and a second. June, would you call the vote?
Board Member Mallory?
Yes.
Board Member Whiting?
Yes.
Board Member Marshall?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Anderson? Board Member Nye?
Yes.
Board Member Grossman?
Yes.
Chairman Skook?
Yes.
Thank
and
you.
that passes. We move on to K, public hearing for the final budget for Southside Number 1 Community Facilities District. Declare the hearing open. Bill?
Thank you, Chairman. Total budget for the Southside CFD number 1 budget for 15-16 is $212,113. I have no further comments. I think we've kind of discussed this in pretty detail on the June 4th. I don't know if Ivan wants to add any comments since he wasn't available at the June 4th meeting, but I think we've discussed this budget.
Anything new, Ivan? If there's no questions, any questions, anyone? Comments? If not, I would declare the public hearing closed. We move on to L, consideration of adopting or authorizing the chairman to sign resolution number 26, adopting the final budget for Southside number 1 CFD fiscal year 2015-16. Motion, anyone?
I'll make a motion.
Are you ready?
Motion to authorize the chairman to sign resolution number 26, adopting the final budget for Southside number 1 CFD fiscal year 2015-2016.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second the motion.
We had a motion and a second. Would you call the vote there, June?
Board Member Grossman?
Yes.
Board Member Nye?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Anderson? Board Member Mallory? Board Member Whiting?
Yes.
Board Member Marshall?
Yes.
Chairman Skook?
Yes. and
Thank
that
you.
passes. Okay, move on to M, final budget for Stone Ridge Community District. Declare the hearing open. Bill?
Thank you, Chairman. Similar to the other two residential districts, Stone Ridge is also assessed values, again, going in the same direction. Back in 2008 and 9, they peaked at about around $30 million of assessed value. Right now, you can see the steady growth occurring. That they're a little over 20 million, 20.3 million in 2015. Again, primarily the change occurred, with the housing. Again, there's a lot of housing improvements or new homes being built, and also the increase in the assessed value within the homes in the district. Property tax collections, again, it's going down from $950,000 back in 2008 to $556,000 for the current fiscal year. Part of that is, again, the tax rate we're collecting, and there's also a rental income from the facility there that we apply toward the taxes. The total budget for Stone Ridge CFD is $861,123, which did not change since the tentative budget. And next year, hopefully for most of the residents, we'll see again a decrease in their bill. And again, we are proposing that the tax rate be set at $2.74 for next fiscal year, compared to $3.18 this current year. With that, Chairman, I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Questions or comments, anyone? There being no questions, no comments, I declare the public hearing closed, and we move on to number N, consideration of authorizing the mayor to sign resolution number 37, adopting the final budget for Stone Ridge CFD fiscal year 2015 and 16. A motion, anyone?
Mr. Chairman, I'd be happy to make a motion to authorize the chairman, or in his absence, the vice chairman, to approve resolution number 37, adopting the final budget for Stone Ridge Community Facilities District for fiscal year 2015-2016.
Second, anyone?
Mayor, I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Would you do the roll, June?
Board Member Whiting.
Yes.
Board Member Marshall.
Yes.
Board Member Mallory.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Anderson.
Yes.
Board Member Nye.
Yes.
Board Member Grossman.
Yes.
Chairman Skoog.
Yes.
Thank
that
you.
passes. We'll move on to number 5, consideration and discussion of general unscheduled comments from the public. Chief, any comments? No comments from the public. We have one more item we have to act on, and it's number 6, adjournment. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a
anyone?
motion, Mayor.
A motion
I'll second.
and a second. Would you do the roll on that?
Yeah.
6 people second.
Yes.
Does everybody vote yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. That's unanimous, right? Chief, thank you for sitting through it all.